Hello, everybody, and welcome
Demonology
back.
for dumbbells.
We are starting in the noisy
Need
library
something
today.
more advanced. Is there no
We're
new
gonna
book to be discovered in this
quickly
library?
just peruse what she's got. She said last episode that we could take
with the blushing bottom.
something if we found it
Esmeralda does have
interesting.
a propensity for all
This
things
isn't
Fun
the
with
grimoire
fluids.
I'm looking for. The Encyclopedia Demonium. I know it by
cracking
heart.
up a crowd, that's comedy.
Treasure!
We're gonna look at these and put them right back. Let's see if we can go around. And her name is Victoria.
Armor.
She is
Princess
an orc.
Buttercup
No,
with the
this
blushing
isn't the
bottom.
grimoire
She was
I'm
raised
looking
by the
for.
mayor.
Is there no
Esmeralda
new
does
book
have a
to be
propensity
discovered in
for all
this
things
library?
naughty, hasn't she?
Well, we're gonna take that. We're gonna come around here. Don't want to
Volume
spend a
1,
lot of time in
Volume
here.
2.
The Lesser
Where's
Key
the
of
third one gone?
Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense.
Sometimes I think these books sprout
The
little legs in the night.
Encyclopedia Demonium. I know it by heart.
Philosophy of Death. Ooh. That looks, sounds, I'm not sure, but
No,
we'll look at that.
this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for.
The knight in
The
see-through
Encyclopedia
armor.
Demonium.
Princess
I
Buttercup
know
with
it
the
by
blushing
Okay, we're not
bottom.
gonna steal anything.
Stecken. Esmeralda does have a
That's a
propensity for all
play.
things naughty, hasn't she?
Okay, all we're gonna
Striking
do
it
is look
rich.
over here, and then we're gonna open the
Demonology
book,
for
see if there's anything to scribe and learn, and then we are going to get out of here because there really isn't anything else here. I think that's going to be helpful to us.
The knight
All
in
right, let's come
see-through
over
armor.
here. He who
Princess
smelts it.
Buttercup
Now
with
that
the
sounds
blushing
like
bottom.
ooh, history.
Esmeralda
right.
does have a
Demonology for
propensity for all
dumbbells.
things
Ugh.
naughty, hasn't
I
she?
need something more advanced.
Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to leave and look at the books down here where it's a little more quiet. All right. What do we got? What do we got? History of Cecile. A brief history. I don't think... Cecile is a seat of significant cultural importance, home of the last Source King. The catacombs of Cecile are famed for their beauty and their supposed preternatural activity. Okay, that's probably a good clue. All right, what about this one? He who smelts it. Yes, we should learn. The quality of a proper sword has quite declined in recent decades. Some blame a change in climate, others a change in the type and origin of iron reserves. Yeah. Did we learn anything? We did. Okay, this Adventurer's Field Guide. Don't know. Let's see if we've... Any old kitchen knife can be carved into a deadly dagger. Alright, that's interesting. We got a superior dagger recipe. This is Cecile's Genesis, a play. Okay, two adventurers, Cyrus and Celia, sail west from Ferrol, knowing not whether they would land on the other side. They took with them sufficient provisions for 5 months, but only during the last week of 6th month did they land upon the land they would come to call Cecile. Celia, enough, Cyrus. Ah, get that? Cecile. Will we find no safe refuge? Cyrus says, my gods, could it be? There, look. What is it? Are we out of fresh water? Is there a leak? Look, seal there, beyond the mist. It's land. Oh, land, my sweet, land at last, and we shall call it Cecile. Okay. Philosophy of Death. I don't think that's going to be helpful to us. Fun with Fluids, Volume 2. If you ever tried consuming a guavipinium mushroom, you know full well what manner of effect it will have. Ooh, this is different potions that you make with mushrooms. Okay, that will take it. A comedy. Much like making love, comedy requires equal parts passion and delivery. Fever for the stage is not enough. No, no. The truly successful comedian will study the details of the craft through long, lonely nights in preparation for his rendezvous with the audience. There's some funny things. During a dwarven funeral, the bearers of the casket bump into a wall and hear a faint moan. They open the casket and find out that the dwarven woman is actually alive. The entire funeral party rejoices, and a joyful tear springs into her husband's eye. The dwarven lady lives for 10 more years and then dies. There's another funeral for her. At the end of the service, the bearers carry out the casket. As they're walking out, the husband cries out, "Watch out for the wall!" Oh, it's because they accidentally hit a wall and, woke her up or whatever. Oh, that's terrible. An elf and an orc show up in Hall of Echoes at the same time. The orc says he froze to death. The elf says he died of a heart attack. "How'd that happen?" asked the orc. The elf replied, "Well, I came home and thought I heard my wife in bed with someone else. But when I searched the house, I couldn't find anybody. I was so stricken with remorse for wrongly accusing my wife, I had a heart attack and died on the spot." Oh, jeez. If you'd opened the icebox, we'd both be alive right now. That one's funny. I like that one. Every 10 years, the elven wood priests in the high monastery are allowed to break their vow of silence and speak 2 words. 10 years go by, and it's one priest's first chance. He thinks for his second before saying, "Food, bad." 10 years later, he says, "Bed, hard." It's the big day. And a decade later, he gives the head priest a long stare and says, "I quit." "I'm not surprised," the elven high priest says. "You've been complaining ever since you got here." Oh, that one's kind of dumb. But I really like the orc and the elf one. So I think that's all of them that we have, actually. Oh, this one. Okay. Fun with Fluids. More recipes? Yes. Ooh, poison resistance. That could possibly be good. All right, let's return these books and get out of here. Let's see if we can just put them on this table.
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh. I need something more advanced.
The knight in see-through armor.
The Encyclopedia Demonium. I know it by heart.
Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she?
There we go. All right. Now, I believe we spoke to Cecil, and there really wasn't anything else. We also spoke to his house mistress. I don't think we're going to try to break into his things and steal right now. That's not something we really like to do. Now, we are down here close to the market. I don't know if there's anything we want to get rid of. Let's...
Not in the mood for cheese.
Here for your daily serving of veggies.
Take a look.
Please partake of the plumpest produce ever produced.
Okay, I do want to sell this chalice. We've had it since the beginning of the game. We'll get 115 gold, so I think that's good. And this painting we don't need. I don't know if we read that or not. These are like too low for us now.
Cheese, tomatoes.
We're never going to wear them again.
What's the
undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
They're not really worth much.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Those are belts that Auden made off camera when he was practicing his craft. And we don't need all of these bows. Those two are okay. I don't think we're going to use that. Alright, I think that's good. Just have to keep unloading things.
That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine
Oh,
almond there.
parchment. I guess that's for making scrolls. Okay, and then we'll balance that. We'll get 454 gold. We'll take it. Alright, so we've pretty much
Let us see if you can choose the
took care of everything there that we needed to. Let's check out this House of Healing. Let's see what's going on in there.
So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case.
Something's going on in there.
Anybody?
Ooh, that looks like a torture
His
machine.
very existence.
What the heck? We have to see what's going on in here.
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence.
Evelyn! Oh my god, it's Evelyn. She is on our interrogate list.
Anybody?
Excuse me,
Neither of you
ma'am.
cares. Excuse me? This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Seven do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant.
We are source hunters, ma'am. We are here investigating the murder of Jake.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way?
Can you elaborate at all?
I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing! But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and two direly wounded men who need it.
Healing stone, huh?
I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I.
Well, yes, we can get to that in a moment, but first things first, we're here because you've been named as a suspect in Jake's murder.
Is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed,
Interesting.
but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Theliron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me. I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate laceration wove like lace around every inch of his skin. Neither a beginning nor an ending point were discernible. I examined the corpse and recorded what information I could. I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. As far as I know, everything was, as far as a magical murder is concerned, quite normal.
I see. What's this about the healing stone?
Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loik by name, in the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates, they call themselves, that espouses the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound. Needless to say, I was astounded.
Huh.
But it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously.
Okay, so when that we picked up an inert stone in the inn, in the crime scene room, that huge one. And we've still got it in our backpack. So this could be Starstone she's got. Well, tell me about the patients, if you would.
What would you like to know?
Well, let's see. We got a Boris and we've got a Stephen. Tell me about Boris.
One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away.
Okay, what about Stephen?
Quite the venerable staple of Sicile, Stephen, and recently blessed with his third grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less. Nearly everyone in Sicile is familiar with grinning Stephen, and, as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family.
Yes, but he is older than Boris.
Those men hardly sound long
Boris
for this
has
world.
his whole life ahead of him.
What's taking Tenderfoot so long?
I'm ready to make a decision.
You are? I thank you a million times for your help. Who have you decided should receive the healing stone?
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone.
Oh, Merle's gonna chime in.
Yes, Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed.
Boris it is? Yes, I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man. My heart breaks for the other.
Okay, so let's watch what happens here.
No, this is highly abnormal.
Oh,
What is this? This lightning!
what the heck? What happened? I have no idea.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
I'm picking up that stone.
Oh, I know it's here somewhere. I hardly want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too much wormwood.
I wonder if she's gonna say anything about what happened.
Thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction to the healing stone, I have no idea what to make of it.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
About the stone.
That strange reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone. I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. Like it's devoid of life. I begin to wonder if its magical properties survived your little reaction.
I don't know what I did to deserve this,
I'll
but
take
I'm
my
beyond
leave.
grateful.
I don't think she's gonna tell us anything else.
She'll realize soon enough that her little party tricks hardly make her work.
But as far as her being guilty, she did tell us straight up that
I don't know what I
she
did to
took
deserve
the
this,
corpse
but I'm
to the
beyond grateful.
mortician's place, and Arhu's the one that contacted her, which I find interesting.
Sorry,
Because he
friend.
didn't mention
I wish there were
anything
enough
about
stones
that.
for both of us.
Let's talk to the doctor.
But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3-fold.
I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves.
Okay.
But, no matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartier specimen, I'm sure the Order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Yeah?
Yes, that must be it. We were just in the room speaking with Evelyn.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Can we talk about that?
Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all.
What about those patients?
The world belongs to the young, they say, and Boris will live to take his piece. Thank you for your help in this matter.
Tell me about yourself, if you would.
Me?
Yes.
Why, I'm more than a little surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can jog your memory. It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst, a simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of Cicuta Douglasii on the tongue.
You
I
killed
wish there
her.
were enough stones for both of us.
Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late.
So, can you tell me
I
about
don't know
the
what I did to
affairs
deserve
around
this, but
Sicile?
I'm beyond.
Certainly, what would you like to know?
Do you know anything about Jake's murder?
The counsellor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know.
Yes. I need to change the subject. So you say your apprentice has enjoyed some success?
Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method she refuses to share with her own master.
Ah, talking about the stone.
She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration.
Yes, we've already seen the demonstration,
Sorry,
sir.
friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Can you elaborate on this healing method, as far as you understand it?
Sorry, friend.
She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic feats of healing, but she won't let me take the briefest look at it.
She doesn't seem to mind that we're all talking about her.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful.
But she claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silverglen by name, and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal. Utter rubbish, I say. But with these blasted undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly march up to Silverglen to learn the truth myself.
Yes.
Certainly, what would you like to know?
What about this plague of undead?
I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to solving it. I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things. Some events, Source Hunter, can be neither controlled nor understood by mere men.
Well,
Sorry, friend.
I've already asked
I wish
him
there were
about
enough
that.
stones for both of us.
All right, I guess that's all we need from you right now. Take this key. Sweet, everybody in. Close the door. Okay. Anybody need a rest? No? Let's open this.
No, I know it's here somewhere. I really want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too
I need
much
to unlock
blood.
this somehow.
Dr. Skill book. Take the money for sure. It's a level 5 chest. I don't know if Wargreff can open it. No. Okay. Back here, everybody. Morrow? Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
If you can't stand the heat,
somewhere. I wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir too much.
Flash fire! From the tiniest spot.
Oh God, we started the whole room on
Someone
fire.
your own size when innocent creatures are so much easier to slaughter.
Okay, good. Well, it did damage the chest. And it's still burning.
Spirits of eternal flame to my aid.
Nobody seems to notice we're in here doing this, so I think we're okay.
She'll realize soon enough that her little party tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities.
Oh, it's almost. There it is.
You're like a gorilla in a porcelain store.
Animal hide.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
A fire arrow. Anything else? A key.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Okay, let's, is she over here? Yeah, she's coming back in. We're gonna have to wait for her to leave. And we got a key. Not sure what it's gonna open. When she goes out of the room, we might be able to come over here and open this stuff. Let's see. Come on over here, guys. Quick, 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 quick. Okay, there really wasn't anything. Let's leave.
Now, a tone, soothing.
He's got a lot of potion bottles and things like that, but I don't want to steal anything. Let's go out the back. Check out this courtyard. What's this? That was a cow? Oh. We'll take the animal hide, I guess. Poor cow. We didn't do that, did we? When we lit the fire? Merle, why don't you talk to this sheep?
I give milk. I give wool. And what do I get in return? One way or another, they always try to fleece me. Especially that Evelyn. She's out to get me. I know it.
Okay. Oh, combine items to discover recipes. Well, what could we combine? Potential combinations. Okay, I don't know. I don't think we can use that right now. Here's another sheep. Hello, little sheep. Ah, Reginald's spare key. Who's Reginald? Are you Reginald?
Bah! If you think black sheep are weird, try weird sheep.
Okay. Way out. Let's get these crates on this side.
And see the amazing singing Stefan! Cyciel's only sentient severed head!
Fantastic!
Did you hear what he said? Come see this severed head.
A king, the great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines.
Something's going on over there. We're gonna save that for another episode. I don't know. Let's try that key we found.
Let's see. Halibut.
See if we can
cheese,
get into
tomatoes.
Evelyn's house with that. You would think it would have said Evelyn's key. Oh! There's a key.
Treasure!
Okay. Didn't unlock that one. Well, it was a key. I wonder what it's a key for. An old key. Now to find out what it unlocks. Well, I figured it would unlock the door. Wonder, what about this door? Okay. Oh, Reginald's house. But who is Reginald? Let's take his apple and his orange juice. There is a carpet here with a trapdoor. Reginald's cellar. A juggling orange. Was it that Reginald, the name? We heard that guy talking? Perhaps? There's all these juggling oranges. Reginald's diary.
What's that gleam?
Where? Let's read this diary. Fortunate day. A trip down to the beaches of the Black Cove yield a wonderful treasure, a talking head. Katrina says it's the stuff of Source, but how can such a silly gag be the product of dark magic? It insists its name is Nick, but I think I'll call it Stefan. Now there's a name with flair. Wouldn't luck have it, the curio knows a story or two already. And what a voice! My show will be the most profitable at the fair. Fairly bulge with joy when I think of the sad sack look on Cedric's face. We're gonna have to go to the fair. That's it's a fake arrow. Fake dagger. And a fake skeleton. Okay. There isn't anything else in here that I can see. So let's leave and exit this guy's house. That was very interesting. Doesn't help us in our investigation, but you never know. Thank you for joining me today, everybody. Please give a like and subscribe. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye now.